Hello everybody, my name is Koopla and I'm bringing you guys View Replay Cast number 14. And now that I think about it, it's something I didn't address last time. Like I said, I'm always open to criticism and critiques, and whenever somebody does send me a message, I will try my hardest to respond as soon as possible. And I actually had somebody say the resolution on my screen was a little weird, and I did do a little playing around with it, but that didn't really work out too well. It resulted in a very, very low resolution video that was actually pretty crappy. So I then wanted to try to change the settings inside of my OBS, Open Broadcaster software, so that way I can try to get the resolution to fit you guys' screens, because most screens are at the 720 180 or 1080 720 or 7 whatever it is. They're usually at that number. My monitor or my screens are a little bit bigger, so they're at like 1080 and something weird. Actually, I'll show you guys. But anyway, long story short, things didn't work out. So I apologize for all the inconvenience this is causing, but my monitors are weird. As you can see, they had the aspect ratio of 16:10, as opposed to most people who have 16:9, or some people have 4:3. But there is a 1680 by 1050, so that's an extremely weird resolution. That's not anything you would standardly see. These monitors are a little bit bigger. Let me switch my overlay. Actually, you guys can see it at all. Hold on, I'll bring that back up. Sorry guys. Let me bring that back up. There. Wait, no. There we go. So I have 1610 and I also have 1680 by 1050, and I will continue to look out for things to see if I can try to improve that. But as far as how my recording goes, what I've tried to do is I tried to change the resolution inside the game itself to shrink it down by a little bit and make it a 720, but then it appeared tiny on my screen, and that was very inconvenient for me as a caster. So like I said, I'm very sorry for the inconvenience that it caused right now, but I will continue to look out for solutions to that issue. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think I will be changing how the video will be set up at the moment. So sorry guys, sorry for the little black bars it's causing you. But anyway, all that aside, this is a viewer replay or recommended replay cast. This is number 14. This was sent in by somebody, and as always with these viewer recommended replay casts, I'm not going to tell you who sent it in, because that will be spoilers for you guys, and that would be no fun. So I'm just gonna let you guys wonder about who sent it in. But just know that I know how long it lasts, but you guys don't know, as always. So I'm gonna go ahead and hide that, so I won't be taunting you guys with that all game. And as you see, the last hits and denies. Jesus, I can't speak anymore. Batrad is currently at the top. He has 0-0 versus that Silencer, who's really right on his tail. Actually, the whole entire Dire team is on his tail. I think Batrad might be able to hold that lead. No, stop. But anyway. Let me go ahead and oh wait, no, hold on. Aww. Ooh, the Bastion announcer. Sweet. So let's put the Bastion announcer on. There we go, Bastion announcer and Mega Kill. Cool. So we'll be listening to the Bastion one. Alright, so the whole entire Dire team was up first. So let me go ahead and do introductions on them. We have Cinderin on that Phantom Assassin. Excuse me. We have XAVGX Seek and Destroy on that Sand King.
30 seconds to go.
Moving on to the Disruptor, we have CR or Chrono Dazzle or Cron Dizzle, Crunk on Dizzle. Let's go with that. On that Disruptor. Moving on to the Sniper, we have Christopher Odd on that Sniper. And last but not least, we have Silencer on that Silencer. So he obviously plays a lot of Silencer because he has Silencer in his Silencer. I mean, in his name. Jeez, that's a Silencer too many times. Moving on to the side of the Radiant, we have WTF-Rambo Hearts on that Batrider, who will be playing that bottom lane, which is a little bit weird. We have SS-Memoirs on that Doombringer. Moving on to the middle lane, we have we have Asian Boy 224 on that Drum Ranger, and last but not least, we have -SS Tryon on that Sven. And from what I'm seeing right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and out on a limb. No offense to the players, as always, never no offense to the players, but I'm just gonna go on a limb and assume that these guys are maybe mid to low level people, like maybe not necessarily new to the game, but still trying to figure things out, just heading into that middle level. Because I'm seeing a lot of boots first. Usually in Dota, you see it's a traditional thing to say, or people say, it's kind of like a slant towards League of Legends. Hold on. Actually, we got a little bit of action going on down bottom. We got Batrider throwing out the flame on top of everybody. He gets the first blood, but he goes down as well. Actually, Silencer got first blood, so they almost died at the same exact time. Silencer killed him, and he killed Silencer. So things didn't really work out the way he planned it, but they still a kill going back and forth. First blood goal will be going to the Dire, though. So that's kind of a little bit more advantage on his side. Moving on back to the top. We got Spin taking a little bit of damage. But anyway, back to my point. Never start with boots first. That's my basic point. Never start with boots first because there's much more efficient ways to make yourself more survivable in lane. Boots and a tango. Yeah, okay, sure. At least he has tango, so he has that regen I always complain about. At least he has some form of regen. But boots first is not really going to help you out much, especially versus a Phantom Assassin. But anyway, his movement speed right now is at 345. 345. Boots give him 50 movement speed, so that means his base movement speed is at 295, which is actually not that bad for your starting movement speed. Compare that to Doombringer. Doombringer's movement speed is 290 when he doesn't have the orange carpet. So starting with boots first is not really recommended because you can spend your gold elsewhere. You can spend it on Iron Branches, which give you a lot of stats, which is what Doombringer has. So Doombringer is a perfect example of that. Doombringer probably started with those Iron Branches and a Tango and a Salve and maybe a Clarity as well, and then he bought a Stout Shield while he was down here. Definitely a much more efficient thing to do. He can buy his boots now if he really wants to. So I'm actually glad we're seeing this little mix, or this mix of players. Like I said, these guys are probably in transition from like still learning from Dota or in Dota to getting used to the annoying things like getting used to TA's refraction only working if you do 5 damage or higher, or getting used to Ursa, just Ursa in general, because Shadowblade Ursa is really popular in the lower levels. Once again, no offensive players. But anyway, all that aside, let me stop ranting on that. Just talk about the game that's going on hand. I need to call out these lanes. As far as the lanes go, we have a Shadow Demon Sven versus a Phantom Assassin Disruptor, so that's a relatively standard lane. So Sven will be playing that carry role by the looks of it. They're doing an off lane carry, which is actually pretty weird. Usually see that carry going to safe lane. Then they have a Doombringer down here, so maybe they want him to be a carry. Moving on to the mid, we have Joe Ranger versus Sniper. Classic range versus range. Who will win the fight? I don't know. I think Sniper might win this fight, to be honest. If Joe Ranger can catch out Sniper, yeah, Sniper's dead, but a Sniper can just Sniper from far away. As soon as Sniper hits at level 6, he'll be able to do a crap ton of damage to Joe Ranger every whatever amount of seconds. Every 20 seconds, he'll be able to do a crap ton of damage, just as long as he has the mana for it. Anyway, moving on to the bottom lane, we have Sand King Silencer versus a Doombringer Bat Rider. Now Sand King's going to be taking a lot of damage from that Firefly. And this Bat Rider getting that silence off him because he doesn't want to. And Sand King is getting chased. He's getting oh my god, so much damage being done by Bat Rider. These guys both have boots, so it's kind of negating it out, but it doesn't really matter. Sand King will be able to make it out alive. And now Silencer's going to turn around and see if he can try to get a kill on top of Doombringer. Doombringer is a little bit too survivable. He does have that Salve, so he will be popping that. He does pop that. And now Bat Rider will be running away with his life intact. Silencer is taking a lot of damage as well from the Bat Rider. Sticky Napalm, definitely nothing to never bat an eyebrow at because it's just so annoying to deal with. But at any rate, as far as item choices go, boots first. That's really my only main complaint. So I guess I won't spend much time talking about item choices. Actually, no. I'll spend a little bit of time talking about Wraith Band first. Don't build a full Wraith Band first. Definitely go for some more different items. I think Sniper started with a Wraith Band and a Tango. Once again, not an efficient use of gold. He could have definitely just bought I don't know, if he really wanted, he could buy the bracer, not the bracer. What's it called? Circlet. He could have bought the circlet and then bought something else instead, and now he bought the Glove of Haste. I do not agree with that at all. As you guys are probably starting to see, there's a pattern in everything I say, mainly because I believe it completely, and I will say the same thing every single time. Definitely go for that more stat efficient item when you're building treads, as opposed to going for that Glove of Haste, especially if you're an agility hero. Sniper is an agility hero, so him getting the Band of Elven Skin to build his treads, which, just in case you guys didn't know, you can build your treads out of a Belt of Strength and the other two boots and a Glove of Haste, or you can build your treads out of a Band of Elven Skin, or you can build it out of the Robe of the Magi. So you can use those items instead of the Belt of Strength. The Belt of Strength is not set in stone. That's what makes treads so good for carries, because it can adjust to all the carries. But anyway, all that aside, Band of Elven Skin definitely preferred over the Glove of Haste, especially on a agility carry, because the agility carry gets damage from that. So oh gosh, okay, Joe Ranger just died to the Sniper, so Sniper should have enough gold for that item. He does buy the Belt of Strength, so this is what I'm saying. Maybe he didn't know that you can build that Band of Elven Skin and it will still build your treads. You can definitely build that Band of Elven Skin and then buy your Glove of Haste later, and then you can build your treads. So there you go, guys. I said it in plain terms. You can definitely do that. It's definitely an option. Use that option. Take advantage of the option. Take advantage of it to heck, because oh my God, Sven gets glimpsed back in. Beautiful glimpse by Disruptor, and he will be going down to this Phantom Assassin. If Disruptor had enough mana, he could have disrupted the Sven and kept him alive, but he didn't have enough mana for it, so That's a little bit of downfall on his side. Anyway, Sniper is finally getting his treads. Will he be tread switching? I don't know. I seriously doubt it. Tread switching is something that you don't really need to focus on early when you're still getting used to the game, because it just complicates things. Keeping on strength is this is not a bad thing to do, because it gives you a little bit more HP, keeps you alive. But if you guys really want to start experimenting with that, for all those new people out there, definitely start tread switching. Basically, just click on your treads again, or anytime you have them, and it'll change the stat that it's approving. Let's see if Sniper tread switches. He does not tread switch. He will keep it on strength. Cool. But anyway, that's a beautiful thing about power treads. You can change them to any stat you want. But anyway, at any rate, Jordan just trying to run away. She is salved up, and Sniper's right here. Sniper's going to take a lot of damage. Sniper's in a lot of trouble. He does get hit with one frost arrow. One more frost arrow will do him in. Will Jordan be able to catch up? I don't think so. Sniper's moving so fast. He has those treads. And actually, no, he's not moving all that fast. Anyway, Jordan built herself to tread. She's going straight for treads, and she has those all beam. Well, no. Okay, she goes straight for treads, and there are they? Okay, there's a courier on the side of the Radiant. Cool. I was going to say, and there's no courier on the side of Radiant. That's not good at all. But anyway, let me take a quick look at the items. As far as the items go, we see this Shadow Demon going straight for what looks to be a Tranquil Boot, so he'll be survivable. He can run between lane, he can go gank, and it also gives him that nice burst heal. As far as Joe Ranger has her treads, and that's really it. Usually when you see a Joe Ranger goes for the double Wraith Band first, or something like that, or maybe Ring of Aquila. But long story short, treads first, doesn't really matter. Just as long as she gets her farm, Joe Ranger still does crazy damage. And it's ridiculous. She needs to be nerfed. Please nerf her. But anyway, Radiant's bottom tower. All that said, Sniper does decide to tread switch. Sweet. So because Sniper decided to tread switch, he is aware that you can do all that. So the next level, or taking things to the next level, is definitely. Oh my gosh. Okay, he's buying 3 tangos. Okay. I'd like to talk about that as well. So like I said, these guys are probably transitioning to that mid level where they're starting to become more familiar with things. So I'll say things that you guys always hear me say about regen and stuff, as well as maybe a few more advanced things that I usually don't, or attempt to, or try not to mention until like the very end. But anyway, at any rate, as far as things go, tangos on Sniper. Sniper, just go ahead and build some regen. Build yourself a Helmet of Dominator. It's really good item on you. You're definitely getting the goal for it. Just keep farming. Just keep getting those last hits. You have 28 last hits, and your next closest challenge is a Joe Ranger, who's also mid with you. Anyway, looks like he's trying to go up and land an ulti on top of Joe Ranger. If he does turn around and go for the ulti, Joe Ranger can't just drop a silence, and he will be stopped. No, he decides not to. Silencer does rotate mid to help him push his lane. So these guys look like they want to go ahead and kill everything. Silencer has himself a clarity that's probably left over from early game. I'll give him the benefit of that doubt. Meanwhile, Doombringer has himself some nice items. He has those phase boots up, and I need to take a look at the rest of the items. Wow, okay. Batrider has nothing but arcane boots and a magic wand. Nah, nothing to complain about. So he was rushing straight for the arcane boots. Now I understand what he was doing, but still, there's a safer way to go for that. I think he was one of the ones who started with boots first. There's a safer way to go for that. Definitely just buy your boots and lane, and then go for your arcane boots. It's not necessarily required for you to have your boots first. Although Batrider with boots first does kind of make sense, because he does have that Firefly. He wants to stay in front of him for as long as possible. But then again, just be patient. Just be patient. And Sniper's going to come around the corner, attack a few creeps, and now they're going to walk over here. So many Observer Wars in the jungle by the Dire. Jesus, there's so many. These guys want to be aggressive. These guys want to make sure nobody's coming around the back. And Shadow Demon's in the line of trouble. He has to disrupt himself. He could have saved his life. Defensive disruption thrown out. Spin's going to throw a stun. He also activates the ulti. He stands under the disruption ulti for a little bit. And now Sniper's going to turn around and try to get a kill. He gets a kill. Shadow Demon and Spin both go down. But yeah, if Shadow Demon would have disrupted himself before he got glimpsed back, he would have definitely survived. Because when you disrupt yourself, well, he would probably been surrounded, yeah. But when you do disrupt yourself, it banishes you, so he wouldn't have been able to get glimpsed back if he would have timed it right.
Buildings are tough as nails for now.
I think he would have definitely survived.
Towers having technical difficulties.
But anyway, trades first up on Dro. She hasn't built anything yet. She currently has 750 gold. I really wonder what she's going for. She could be going straight for that Helmet of Dominator. I hope she's not going for a Mask of Madness, which is actually a pretty weird item to see on Dro Ranger, because Dro Ranger, although she does a lot of damage and she can attack pretty fast, she doesn't really survive all that much if she does get caught out. As with anybody, yes, in her defense, as with anybody, nobody really survives all that long if they get caught out. But Dro Ranger especially. Anyway, I'm really digging Spin's build. Spin's going for that, going for those stats. Stats are something you really don't see, unless somebody's really used to playing Spin. So he has played a few Spins. Obviously, definitely go for your ult, or definitely go for your Q, and then go for some stats. and that'll make sure you stay alive long enough. You have those, you have enough mana to use everything. Anyway, Jordan Ranger goes around the corner. She throws a silence on top of silencer. Lulls ensue, and she runs away. Meanwhile, Sniper's going to continue farming. He has 3 tangos still in his inventory. Okay, that's kind of weird. I think it was the same 3 tangos, so I won't be complaining about that too much. Sand King on the other hand has himself a healing salve. This is once again, I'm going to complain about this as well. Pretty much anytime I see it, I will try to comment on as many times as possible, because the more you guys hear the same thing, the more you guys will start to understand that there is reasoning behind it. Same thing on Disruptor. Disruptor has 1 clarity and 3 tangos. Although it's almost kind of it's not really understandable. Basically, that tango and that clarity could have went towards a ring of regeneration so that he can have that regen, just like Shadow Demon has. Although Shadow Demon hasn't really upgraded him into he decided not to. He hasn't really upgraded them into Tranquil Boots, which you can do, and then still build your Arcane Boots. I'll explain that in a few seconds. So we got a little bit engagement coming on. We got Disruptor, caught himself a haste rune. He will be catching a nice ulti right here. These guys are caught on a very bad spot. Sniper needs to come in. Sniper come forward. Sniper come forward, do damage. No. A little bit of miscommunication on the side of the teams. The Sniper does throw his ulti on top of Jordan Ranger, and now Jordan Ranger will be running around, but she gets glimpsed back. Beautiful glimpse, and Sniper will get a last hit, so free kill for him.
Crummiest gun I've ever seen.
And now we got Silencer trying to chase the Bat Rider. He's going to go ahead and run inside the fire. And whoa, okay, Bat Rider does go down to the Curse of the Silent.
And not her.
Curse of the Silent from Silencer. But anyway, Gold Graph. As far as the Gold Graph goes, it's going in favor of the Dire, mainly because they're actually getting kills. The Radiant keep dropping. This top lane is not working out to what they expected it to be. I honestly think Spin should have went bottom, especially since he's trying to build as a carry for his team.
Turned your blade.
As far as what item he's going to get next, I hope he's going to be getting the arm lane. We got somebody coming into the secret shop. Doombringer, you could have ran to a safer spot. You could have ran to the roast pit and stood about right there, and then you'd be able to access the shop. But it doesn't matter. You're able to make it out alive. So definitely do keep that in mind, though. Whenever you're like on this side of the jungle, whenever you're on this side of the jungle on the Radiant side, and you want to buy something from a secret shop, you can just waltz on up here, hang out with Roshan for a few seconds, stand in about that spot, and you can still shop from the shop. There's also another spot. If you're on the Radiant, if you're on the Dire side, and you're mid, if you have like a tango or something, kill this tree, and you'll be able to shop from the secret shop as well, without having to leave lane all that far. It was actually a really cool thing that I just learned. So definitely keep those things in mind. Those little things will definitely help you get further the more you play Dota, because the more you know, the better you'll do in general. Anyway, Doombringer is going to be taking a little bit of damage from this Sand King. He's just going to go ahead and activate his red carpet. No, he doesn't have his red carpet. Oh, he does. Okay, it doesn't matter. We got Bat Rider catching the Sand King. Sand King's in a lot of trouble, and now here comes Doombringer doing a lot of damage with that ability, with that level death question mark. Is it level death question mark or level question death mark? Or level question death. So he's able to do a lot of damage on top of that. Meanwhile, on top we got PA is just continuously farming. She is building herself what looks to be a battle fairy, so she's going to go ahead and have that for herself. She has that ring of regen, and I'm very happy to see this. Meanwhile, Silencer gets a kill over somewhere. I didn't see it. Silencer gets a killing spree on top of Doombringer. Doombringer goes down. Now Bat Rider will be going down to the Disruptor. Silencer combination, double kill for Silencer. So Silencer will be having a lot of farm. He is building Dagon. I have my own personal reservations versus Dagon. Actually, he could be building Force Staff. That'll make a little sense too. But I have my personal reservations versus Dagon, but it's still a decent item on top of anybody. It gives that nice burst damage. Anyway, we got Shadow Demon doing a beautiful disruption on top of Phantom Assassin. There's a Dream Catcher on top of her as well. Sven's going to be doing as much damage as he can, but if only he had mana to throw his Q, he will have mana in a few seconds. Oh man, a little bit mistimed.
Double damage.
Just a little bit mistimed. It happens. Not really much to say aside from that. I mean, it happens. Sometimes the timing doesn't match up. Sometimes the timing is almost perfect and you're able to throw the stun at the right prime time to go for the kill. But if Sven would have had the stun, PA would have definitely went down. Shadow Demon was there for support, and Sven would have been able to throw on a nice, was it 150 or was it? It's maxed out, so 325 hit on top of her head. Meanwhile, we got Disruptor hanging on the corner. Jordan just trying to build herself a Shadow Blade. And we got Joe Range in a little bit of trouble. She is silenced, and she's not disabled, and Disruptor's walking right around the corner. He can't throw a glimpse on her, but he's going to wait for a little bit. And now Joe Range will be going invisible. It's going to take her a while. There she goes. She goes invisible. Meanwhile, up top, we got a kill on top of somebody. We got a kill on top of Spin. Phantom Assassin did find herself a kill on Spin, and now Bat Rider's going to go for Phantom Assassin. Phantom Assassin about to die. She will be, oh my gosh, she will not be going down. I thought she was going to be going down. Meanwhile, mid, we had Disruptor go down. There also, we found Silencer going down. I think Jordan just did a juke everybody out. She just stood still and used her Shadow Amulet and just surprised everybody. They thought she was gone. But no, she surprised everybody. She gets a kill. Meanwhile, Sand King on there, he still has a healing cell. If he's going to use it, he could just going to use it.
Structures.
And Dire Structures are fortified. Will they be denying this? I don't know. A Sniper can deny it. He's going to wait for it. No, he's going to go ahead and go for the kill on top of Jordan. Jordan's going to try to run away. She really wishes she had that Shadow Blade. Sniper's going to ulti, and she will be going down.
Bullseye!
So that's another thing about Armlet. For all those who don't know, Armlet takes 2.6 seconds to go forward to make you fully invisible. So even if Jordan did have enough time, Sniper will still kill her because Sniper's ulti will hit no matter what they do. You can go invisible, you can try to blink away, but his ulti will find you. So just be wary of that. Just be wary of that. Actually, I think maybe if you blink, no. Even if you blink, I think it follows you, or TP away. But Phantom Assassin has her Battle Fury, she doesn't have a Battle Fury. She's close to her Battle Fury. She has 500 going right now. Doomburger's coming around the backside. He doesn't have his ulti. He used it earlier. He has no mana for it anyway. Now Disruption's in a lot of trouble. He throws out his ultis on top of everybody. And now Barry's in a lot of trouble. Silence throws out beautiful silence. And now Doomburger's in a little bit of trouble. Spin's trying to come in and be a man, do a lot of damage. And now Phantom Assassin's getting the kill on top of Doomburger. Doomburger really wishes he has that ulti, had that ulti for that Phantom Assassin. And there goes everybody going down. It says, hope that was worth it. It wasn't really worth it indeed, but even still, that was just a case of just being a little bit ill-timed. I think maybe a Spin, who was it? It wasn't Spin. Somebody came in later.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh yeah, it was Spin. I think it maybe Spin and the rest of the team were there when Doombringer did decide to go in. Or actually, I take it back. Maybe if Doombringer waited a little bit before his team decided, before he decided to go in, things would have went a lot better for his team. But it happens. Like I said, a lot of things I can't really critique right now because, like I said, these guys are a little bit above that early level to where I had to to where I would prefer to spend a lot of time talking about regen and why you should get regen, stat efficiency, and all that stuff. And these guys are getting to a level where it's just tactics. It's just basically positioning. Positioning is one of the hardest things to work on inside of Dota because it's so difficult to figure out where you should really be. Like Silence is in a very bad position, but I can't really tell you what other position he could be to be a better one. He was just pushing it. He will be going down. To the Spin ulti, or sorry, to the Spin stun. But anyway, positioning is a big thing, so just being in the right spot at the right time will definitely help you out. And that's really the only thing that these guys are working on right now. These guys are developing that ability, or developing that skill, now that they're finally past that early, you should get regen, you should get this, you should get that. Meanwhile, Doombringer got a kill on top of Sand King up top. Sand King's in a lot of trouble. Sand King still has a healing self. He needs to build. So I think he's trying to go for that blink dagger. I don't think it'll be happening anytime soon, especially not the way things are going. For him, he has 4 deaths and 5 assists. 5 assists is really nice. He's definitely been showing up for his team fights. He's not level 6 yet. That's not good. I think everybody's level 6 except for him. Oh, I lied. He is level 9. Whoa. Okay. My bad. Tanking. Wait, do you have your ulti? Okay, he does have his ulti. Alright. My bad, Sand King. I was totally trying to call you out, but I totally miscalled you. Sorry. Anyway, moving on to what's going on the map. We got Sniper going down to Jordan because Jordan does crazy amounts of damage even if she doesn't have items. She does have that Shadow Blade up, so she will be able to run away. She's going to go away, and there's Disruptor there's Shadow Demon throw out the Disruption on top of the Phantom Assassin. Phantom Assassin has her Battle Fury up, so she's ready to farm like a madman or a woman. Mad woman, because she's a woman. And Doombriger's coming around the back corner. Who's he going to Doom? Oh my god, Doom is on cooldown. Why are you going there? I don't understand. He's going to go ahead and go in for the kill on top of the Disruptor. Disruptor will be running away, running through his wall. Phantom has to take a lot of damage. She almost goes down. I think one more poison and she would have went down. And Doombriger's trying to go in for everything. Maybe a little bit more patience though, and then we got a few more kills. But they did in fact pick themselves up with Disruptor. And now we got Silencer in a little bit of trouble. His ulti was already used. And he's in a lot of trouble now. He's trying to go for the Bat Rider. Bat Rider's trying to go for him, and there's Bat Rider to get the last hit, and there goes the Silencer going down. This might be mid tower as well. Spin is here. Spin can pop that ulti so he can go for that quick tower and help his team get a kill on top of that. Another good item for carry Spin. Aside from Armlet, I think he's going for Armlet. Yeah, he's definitely going for Armlet. He has that Blade of Attack. You can also go for a Mask of Madness. Mask of Madness is really fun on Spin because that window that he's able to do all that damage is only 25. Wow, 25 seconds? Are you kidding me? It's only 25 seconds, and armor lasts for about that time. But anyway, Doombringer taking a lot of damage. He goes down to one last hit coming from the Phantom Assassin. Now we got Sven being a little bit overzealous about how much damage that he can do. He goes down faster than Koopa's ship. Lols. Ooh, guys, I see items. I see big items. So, I'm gonna take a moment to complain about Sniper right now. Sniper has a Desolator, which I'm really proud for him that he has a Desolator, but he still has Tango, so he has yet to solve his HP regeneration issue. He has yet to solve his mana regeneration issue, and he's still buying Tangos, and he has a Desolator. I don't really understand that at all. Usually you want to go for some form of regeneration before you start going for those big damage items, because you want to make sure you can survive before you waste your money on top of those items that make you do more damage. Because if you can't survive, it doesn't really matter if you have a Desolator, you're just going to die anyway. So Sniper does still have Tangos. I really disagree with that. I'm just going to go on a limb and assume that he's been buying Tangos this whole entire time for regen. It's not an efficient use of gold. Tangos cost 90 gold, which is not a lot. I agree. But if you're buying one set of Tangos every 1 minute, that's a lot of Tangos. That's 21 Tangos right now. That's 21 sets of Tangos, sorry.
Difficulties.
And that counts out to about like less than 2,100 gold. Definitely not an efficient use of gold. That gold could have went towards something else. That gold could have went towards something for regen. That gold could have went towards just maybe a basic ring of health. A simple ring of health is definitely useful. Please don't underestimate the power of just a single ring of regeneration. A single ring of regeneration gives you only 2 HP regeneration. And Disruptor went down bottom. Totally missed that. Sorry, guys. Spend a little bit too much time talking about this regeneration stuff, but a single ring of regeneration gives you only 2 HP regeneration, but that's 2 more HP regeneration the Sniper has right now. And if actually one of these days I'm going to do the numbers on this, so I can give you guys some solid numbers on when it starts balancing out. Like when does a ring of regeneration pay for itself in Tangos? But anyway, as far as everything else goes, Jordan's getting a little bit overzealous. She's going to get silenced. She's going to try to run away. She's going to be taking a lot of damage. She needs to cast a spell. She will be going down to silencer regardless. And those Sniper ulti on top of her. She definitely overestimated that Shadow Blade. And now Shadow Demon will be going down as well. His ulti is up in 4 seconds, so he'll be able to turn around and use it on somebody. But it doesn't matter. He'll be going down a little bit too fast. So boom, he goes down.
On your knees.
Oh god. Let's take a look at the items. We see Aegis up on PA, so PA would have been happy to go down. I'm starting from the bottom, by the way. We see a Dust of Appearance on that Disruptor, so he's trying to make sure he can catch that Jordan whenever she comes around, because Jordan can be is very dangerous, so you want to kill her as fast as possible. Meanwhile, as far as everything else goes, Aegis up on PA. We got Engaging coming on top of Batright. Batriight's in a little bit of trouble. He came into the wrong neck of the woods. He will be going down. Sniper did throw his ulti just to make sure, or put his ulti on him just to make sure. And Phantom has to stand inside the fire from Batright, taking a lot of damage. Don't want to lose the Aegis for no reason. But she does have the Battle Fury. She does have that decent regeneration, so she's able to stay in the fire for a little bit longer. But still, you don't want to stay in if you don't have to. As far as the rest of the items, once again, starting from the bottom and moving up, I'm on that Phantom Assassin. Phantom Assassin has that Battle Fury, has that Aegis. She also has that Poor Man Shield. What big item she's gonna be building next? I don't really know. Maybe go straight for Satanic. Maybe go for a Butterfly. Don't really know. Daedalus is a nice item. Sand King still buying healing cells. Sand King, same thing I said. Same thing from Sniper. Same thing to you. Definitely invest in some regeneration. You have 1,500 gold right now. I think you're trying to build for a Blink Dagger. I'm pretty sure you're trying to build for a Blink Dagger. At this point, it's really not worth it because you're not staying alive long enough. And Disruptor just sent Batright right back home. Batright is pretty angry. But at this point, it's not really worth it because your Blink Dagger is extremely late. Maybe by like the 20-minute mark, you want to have your Blink Dagger. That's an ideal time is like 15 minutes. But anyway, we got Fantastic taking a lot. Or sorry, we got who's that? We got Joe Ranger taking a lot of damage from the Static Storm, and also the Thunderclap or Thunderstrike. What is it called? Thunderclap. Thunderstrike. Okay, taking a lot of damage from the Thunderstrike coming from the Disruptor, and she goes down in the middle of that storm. Meanwhile, Silencer almost went down to the Joe Ranger, but Joe Ranger was not able to do enough damage. And now we got the Radiant going ahead and 4-man push. They're going to see if they can get a tower. I think they might be able to. Well, assuming they win the team fight, of course. Silencer's ulti is off cooldown, so this is actually it's a really dangerous fight for these guys. He is trying to build himself an Orchid, so that way he'll be able to spam his Glaives of Wisdom over and over. This Metal Tower is deniable. It is not deniable just yet, but it will be soon. That's another thing. If you ever can, it's definitely much more preferred that you deny your tower as opposed to let the other team kill it. Because when you deny your tower, the other team effectively gets 100 less gold per person. So instead of getting 1,000 gold for everybody, because everybody gets 200 gold, they only get 100 or 500 gold for everybody. That means everybody gets 100 gold. So definitely deny your towers. This middle tower will be going down. There's a Cassie thrown by Bat Rider a little bit too late. And here's Jordan trying to go on a Sand King. Sand King can just turn around and stun her and then go for the kill. But no, Sniper's is going to go toe to toe with Jordan. Jordan's a little bit trouble. There's a disruption thrown on top of her to make sure she stays alive. And there's the silence thrown out by Silencer. These guys want to Haltel it out. Beautiful wall by Disruptor, and oh my god, a lot of damage coming out from the Sand King. Sand King able to do his job, do a lot of damage, and somebody gets glimpse back. He saved somebody's life. I think that was Spin. He saved Spin. No, he didn't save Spin's life. Spin does have that Mask of Madness. He is still trying to build for the armlet. Well, from what I assume, he is still trying to build for the armlet. And as far as what else is going on the map, and that was a little bit haphazard of a fight. Radiant or Dire did definitely win out of that, mainly because Sand King ulti was all in point. It was hitting in the right spots at the right time, and he now has he almost has enough gold for his Blink Dagger if he really wants it. But at this point, I still do not agree with him getting a Blink Dagger this late. I mean, Blink Dagger is always useful on Sand King. Don't get me wrong on that. But according to what he has right now, okay, he has a Blink Dagger. According to what he has right now, he still needs some form of regeneration. Maybe go ahead and build a pipe instead of building a Blink Dagger so you can be a little bit more survivable, so you can be more useful to your team. Because Sand King's stun is so freaking useful in team fights, and there's only, was it 11 second cooldown? So if a team fight lasts for 20 seconds, he can use it twice, and that's a lot of stunning coming out from that one Sand King, just because he survived. With the Blink Dagger, he'll be able to ulti and then blink in and then die. That's really it. So he's really banking on his ulti being really good. But like I said, Blink Dagger always useful in Sand King, Blink Dagger always useful in Enigma, Blink Dagger just a useful item in general, but still it does not give him really anything to help him survive. So I'm critiquing it, yes, and I'm against it, yes, but don't get me wrong, it's still useful. I still think it's useful as well as he probably does. But I think there are better options for him to go for at this moment. Anyway, Jordan's just going to go ahead and farm the jungle. Her team is up here. Her team is all around everywhere. Phantom Assassin's around the corner. They might be able to catch her. Shadow Demon. There's, oh my god, so much damage. That was one crit. Phantom Assassin's building herself straight for an MKB. And now PS trying to get the kill on top of Draw Ranger, on Shadow Demon. Now we got these guys around the backside. We got the lasso up on top of Silencer. Silencer gets, everybody gets caught into the walls. Axe in a little bit of trouble. I'm sorry, Spin's a little bit of trouble. This is also coming from Sand King. Sand King's throwing on top of Bat Rider. Bat Rider's taking a lot of damage from that. He pops the one so he can stay alive a little bit longer, but he will be the last remaining. No, he will not be the last remaining. There's a Doom thrown on top of Phantom Assassin. Maybe that came a little bit earlier. These guys would have won that fight. But she is taking a lot of damage, but it's not enough damage. She has regen. She has crazy regen, and she's able to survive those ticks. Very weird team fight, to be honest. Things definitely did work out for their Dire, as I said, probably because Phantom Assassin has a lot of gold. Let me go ahead and take a look at the net worth. She's definitely worth the most on the time map. Followed by Sniper.
Got one last top tower.
Followed by Sniper. So, to be honest, as far as how things are going, Draw Ranger and Spin, they need to step up their game if they want to be the carry for their team. Spin is trying to get there, but Spin just keeps getting picked off. He has two kills and 6 deaths. Let me bring up the kills, deaths, assists. Phantom Assassin has not died yet. Are you kidding me? So Phantom Assassin has not. She's been dodging everything. And his Draw Ranger trying to go for a kill on top of Sand King. Sand King is silenced up, and now Phantom Assassin is going to turn around and get a kill on top of Draw Ranger. So Draw Ranger is going to be going down. Meanwhile, Sand King just makes himself, just sandstorms up. Spin throws out the stun. He hits 2. He might be able to get a kill. He will get a kill on Disruptor. Will he be able to get a follow-up kill on top of Sniper? I do not know. Meanwhile, we got engagement going on the backside. We got Phantom Assassin getting a kill really fast on top of the Shadow or on top of the Doombreaker. Doombreaker was able to get that. Spin able to get the kill on top of Sniper. And now Phantom Assassin will be running away. She does have her MKB up, so she's able to use that whenever she wants. So she's able to get that mini crit.
Ain't a pretty sight right now.
Yeah, mini crit. No, mini stun. Sorry. Mini bash, that's what it's called. She's able to get that mini bash, and she's also not able to miss anything. Although there's not really anybody with evasion yet on the side of Dire or on the side of Radiant. Draw Ranger will be the only one, but she doesn't have herself a butterfly yet. And Spin's still trying to build towards a armlet. He has that broadsword. Did you build a broadsword in that, or is he trying to build a blade mill? Yeah, okay. Wait, no, wrong item. Oh, I see. Spin's trying to build a chrysalis. Okay. Okay, crystals for Spin. Alright, so he wants to do more damage. He's Armlet would definitely keep him alive a little bit longer, especially since he has a Mask of Madness, but then again, it doesn't really matter. Doing more damage, being able to kill everybody in 4 swipes, that's definitely more useful. Or sorry, definitely just as useful as having more HP to survive in a fight. So, it all depends on your preference. Meanwhile, Spin has yet to put a point inside of his Great Cleave. Great Cleave is definitely something he wants to start investing in soon. especially since he's about to start doing a whole bunch of damage. There we go. 1 point in Great Cleave. He will be having. Oh wait, never mind. He just put a point in that. Never mind. So he'll be having that. And he also has an aura coming from the Shadow Demon, or sorry, coming from the Doombringer. Jesus. And here's Finn's illusion. Will these guys be going in? They probably know his illusion is a stun throw by Sand King. Sand King follows up instantly with the Sandstorm. That's pretty much all he really wants to do. He does have a Blink Dagger. He's trying to build himself an Aghanim Scepter so he can be a little bit more effective in his team fight. So his damage will be a little bit more effective, I mean. And meanwhile, as far as the items go, we have a Force Staff, Arcane Boots on Doom, or Shadow Demon, Jesus. So, he's relatively poor, to be honest. All he has is a Force Staff to get away. Doombringer's trying to build himself what looks to be a Jesus, Radiance. I'm calling these items terribly wrong, guys. He's trying to build himself a Radiance. So that way he will be doing more damage, but a 40-minute Radiance is definitely not ideal. 15-minute Radiance is the time you want to aim for. 20-minute Radiance is decent. If anything past a 20-minute Radiance is like, don't even bother going for it. Just use your gold on something else. But he is already committed to it, so he kind of has to go for it already. And now we got Bat Rider taking a lot of damage. He's getting silenced. He's throwing out the Firefly on top of Phantom Assassin. I think Phantom Assassin Aegis is out. Her Aegis did run out. She's gonna be taking a lot of damage. And oh my gosh, one more hit. There she goes. She goes down to her own illusions. That's not ideal at all. A lot of damage being done by this Finn. Finn does have the crystals up. He's able to get the kill on top of Disruptor. Who got the kill on top of Sniper? I didn't see. But these guys need to push while they can. And Doombringer is still at 700 gold. Sniper died to Sven. Okay. So Sniper died to Sven. Disruptor died to Creeps. So gold was split to everybody. And now Dire's top tower is being pushed. These guys can rotate mid and push that, or they can just continue to push this bottom tower. And now we got Silencer dying to the Radiant. So he went down as well. So that's a team wipe for the Radiant. This is the ideal time for them to push. They just need to go ahead and take this tower. Sorry. They just need to go ahead and take this tower. And then run up and take that tower, and then run over and take that tower, and then boom, they'll pretty much be in a hefty lead. In particular, the gold graph, it's spiking straight up because those weird team fights. I mean, I honestly didn't see how Dire lost that fight. I think maybe Phantom has to be a little bit too aggressive. She was way too far forward. Bat Rider, she was trying to kill the Bat Rider under his tower. Yeah, Phantom Assassin can do a lot of damage if she crits, but that's a really bad spot for her to try to test out to see if her crit chance is really in her favor or not. So Bat Rider's able to get out fast enough. I think Silencer, did he use his ulti? No, he did not use his ulti. I think maybe if he used his ulti, they might have survived a little bit longer. But then again, everything is relative. I can say if all I want. It's all about what happened. And now Sand King is going to go ahead and ulti on top of Bat Rider. Bat Rider's taking a lot of damage. And he does have lasso up, so he can't use that. But he's going to go ahead and run away. The middle tower will be, the top tower will be going out. Spin's also up here, so the whole team is up here. Nobody has a mechanism. That's a big downfall. Doombringer's trying to build himself what looks to be a sheep stick. Definitely not an efficient use of anything. Mechanism much more useful. If you're playing a support, build something, build a mechanism, build a pipe, build something for you to help your team out. You building a sheep stick is not useful for your team, or building a Shiva's guard or whatever. Yeah, that's the only two things you build out of the Mantle of Intelligence. So definitely use your gold more efficiently. Anyway, Silencer is going to go toe-to-toe with Jorans. Jorans is going to be getting all the damage on top of Silencer. She has a Deathless, and she will be going down to the Sand King, to the Disruptor. And Disruptor's doing a nice little laugh saying, "Hi, I got you, bro." And let's take a look at the rest. Nobody has a mechanism on the side of the Radiant, which is actually really bad. Mainly because that reduces their pushing ability. They can't really push in too far, take a lot of damage, and then continue to push. If you look at what the Dire have right now, Disruptor's trying to build that mechanism for his team. So when his team goes to a big team fight and maybe they're all a little bit low, he gets to throw that mechanism down. Although I don't understand why he has a healing cell. Please tell me there's only one healing cell. Oh god, he has two. Okay, so I will be talking about healing cells a little bit more than I want to. Sand King still has healing cells. Guys, invest in regen and leave it at that. Just buy yourself a ring of health or buy yourself a ring of regen. And leave it at that. You do not have to buy healing salves afterwards. If you have a big team fight, so hold on, a little bit of engagement going on down here. Sand King with a beautiful stun, but he gets blocked, or he gets hit back by the Bat Rider casket. Beautiful casket by him, and now Sand King's is getting chased by everybody. Spin will be throwing a stun out soon. Now there's a disruption. There's a purge thrown on top of Sand King. Sand King just moves forward. He took a lot of damage, but it's not enough damage, and he's able to make it out alive. But if Spin would have had vision for that stun, that'll definitely change the course of that fight. And now Doombringer's in a little bit of trouble. Doombringer's about to be silenced and disabled. He will be silenced and disabled for 5 whole seconds. And now he's good. So he's going to pop that one and move on back. Anyway, as far as how things are going, things are things are definitely swiping back in the favor of the Radiant for at least a little bit. They're finally getting that momentum. You see the gold graph swiping up tremendously, basically because that's 2 towers and a few kills that the Radiant have got for free. Especially Silencer. Silencer they really got for free. They weren't even there. He died. But anyway, Sniper still not investing in any type of regen. Or definitely invest in some form of regen. Even if it's just a naked perseverance, just go ahead and get that naked perseverance. Bat Rider gets caught out. He gets glimpsed back to the woods. He does not have a blink dagger. He doesn't have anything. He's gonna get chased. He's gonna die. So he'll be going down. Phantom Assassin with that dagger, just showing how OP she is, and Disrupt is showing the crazy range that glimpse has. And Aegis goes down. Aegis goes to Doombringer. Cool. I would have much preferred to see it on Spin because Spin can do a little bit more damage. But anyway, look at the range of Glimpse. Are you kidding me? That thing is gigantic. Look at that. That thing, that's the range of Glimpse, guys. The range of Glimpse is 1800, which is pretty darn far. Just to put that, also just to tell you guys another thing. Also, okay, so you see the range of Glimpse is 1800, right? Which is actually his vision range. Your vision range at daytime is 1800, so it's exactly his vision range. If he can see you, he can glimpse you back. Unless it's nighttime, because your nighttime vision drops down to 800 and that applies to almost all heroes. But anyway, if you want to put some perspective behind that, you can see how big this range is, see how huge that is, and that's like OP. Oh my god, so OP. Bloodseeker, whatever he has is Bloodlust or not Bloodlust. Whenever he smells blood, I forgot what it's called. The range on that is 6,000. So this is 1,800. The range on the Bloodlust ability, whatever it's called, is 6,000. So that's a pretty darn far range. So you better be careful if you're in the jungle and you're pretty low and there's a Bloodseeker mid. You might want to start running. Just keep that in mind, guys. Just keep that in mind. But anyway, he's not in this game, so let's not worry about that too much. Let's just go ahead and focus on what's around the map. Let's see. Let's take a look at the gold graphics. See, it's heading back more towards in favor of the Radiant because the Dire are playing 5-man Dota at the point or at this moment. And now Jordan's is getting caught out a little bit. Nobody has any dust. Nobody has any detection. Silencer's getting closer and closer to that Orchids. He has that Sage's Mask. He has that Robe of the Magi. He will have that. He will have that quarterstaff soon. Right now his goal is at 250. So he'll have that sooner or later. And Phantom Assassin going for a BKB, and she's critting for a lot. That's a crazy amount of damage. What was it? MKB gives her a lot of damage, yes. Yes, he gives her 88 damage. So she's critting for crazy numbers. Hopefully we'll see like some other big item on top of her other than a BKB. Maybe see that Satanic, maybe see a Butterfly. Usually a lot of people just go straight for that Butterfly, why not? And by straight for that Butterfly, I mean like after you get your Battle Fury, go for BKB and then Butterfly. But she did decide to build that MKB because she wanted damage, she wanted attack speed. A little risky in my personal opinion, but I can't really elaborate on why. I personally would feel safer with a Butterfly, although the evasion from Butterfly does not stack with her evasion from Blur. So okay, I can see the logic there. Whatever. Okay, it makes sense. She's building right. Phantom Assassin's building right. I just wanted to critique because I feel like a boss, but I'm not boss enough. Anyway, how long is this Aegis? Aegis will be running out in about 4 minutes. So these guys want to be a little bit as aggressive as possible. Bat Rider has himself a haste rune. He's trying to see who he can catch out. If he can catch anybody out, they're pretty much gone. But that haste rune will be going to waste. These guys did all run back into base. They're trying to hide. They don't want to see a Bat Rider anytime today, because they know Bat Rider will take them to bad places and do bad things to them. Kind of like that creepy guy with the candy in the van, like I was telling you about earlier. Anyway, 4-step forward from the Silencer. Silencer did not want to die. He did not want to get caught in a lasso, or lasso, as some people call it. And there's a, what was that? What is that? Who's that? Who has that? Is that saying, no, Sniper. Okay, Sniper has himself a Mjolnir. So when he attacks, he gets that extra unique attack modifier. Here's the cool thing about unique attack modifiers. So, as you guys know, unique attack modifiers do not stack at all. Lifesteal does not stack with Desolator. Lifesteal doesn't stack with Silencer's, what's it called? Silencer's Glaive of Wisdom. It does not stack with, or unique attack modifiers just don't stack with each other. With the only exception being Scotty and Lifesteal. Scotty and Lifesteal stack 100%. I'm not really sure why, but they do. But anyway, all that said, Sniper has 2 unique attack modifiers right now. He has a Desolator unique attack modifier, and he also has a Mjolnir unique attack modifier. Now, usually at this point, you guys are probably expecting me to say, oh, that's so bad, don't do that. But you can definitely do that because a Mjolnir is only a unique attack modifier when it procs. And when it does proc, it overrides whatever other unique attack modifier you have. So, technically
just
speaking,
couldn't save that
you can
bottom
have or
tower.
both of those unique attack modifiers do work together. So a Desolator is unique attack modifier, like I said, so it reduces your armor by 6 for every hit, or it reduces your armor by 6, and it refreshes itself every time it hits you. And Mjolnir has a chance to become a unique attack modifier with the Chain Lightning. So definitely something to consider whenever you build that. Unique attack modifiers are cool when you start experimenting with them. There are some loopholes that you can get around. Like I said, the Mjolnir stacking 100% with that Desolator. Anyway, we're going to take a look at the rest of the items, because items are starting to get more interesting. So many items to talk about. I still don't agree with Doombringer building whatever he's building. He definitely needs to build that mechanism for his team. At least there's a pipe up on that bat rider. He wants to make sure his team stays alive. Moving on to Draw Range. Draw Range is trying to build himself a Desolator. Daedalus. Jesus. Trying to build herself a Daedalus so she can do a lot of damage. She can do a crap ton of damage. And why not? Notice he has no regen at all. Usually what a Draw Ranger would do for regen will definitely build, or will be building that Helmet of Dominator that gives her passive regen. I think it gives you 3 regen or something like that. And also gives her lifesteal, which is really good on Draw Ranger. And the best thing about it is that Helmet of Dominator, the Helmet of Dominator can be upgraded later into a Satanic, which would give you that even crazier lifesteal, 25%. Whenever it's not active, just basic 25%. And then when you do activate it, it gives you an additional 175% lifesteal. So overall, you get 200% lifesteal. So if you hit for 300 and you hit somebody once and you have Satanic on, you heal yourself for 600, which is ridiculous. So Satanic is definitely a nice item. Helmet down there, definitely go for that if you're playing carry Draw Ranger. That gives you that sustainability that I keep complaining, or that I always complain about. That gives you that lifesteal that you might want. It also gives you an option to move into a Satanic if the game goes on that long. And also, Satanic, for Satanic, you have to build a Reaver. Actually, I'll just bring it up. Where is it at? Shop is over here. So for Satanic, you have to build a Reaver. There's Satanic right there. For Satanic, you have to build a Reaver, so it also gives you 25 strength, which helps you out as far as staying alive. And you guys can see right there, the active on it, Unholy Rage, increases lifesteal by 175% for 3.5 seconds. And the base lifesteal you see towards the bottom is 25% lifesteal. So anyway, these guys are all running around the map. They're trying to play freeze tag. There's a smoke gank coming up for the Radiant. If they can try to catch anybody out, I don't think they would be able to. Oh my gosh, they might catch a courier. Holy crap, this would be very bad. Silence is coming in. Silence throws out Silence. He doesn't want to go down. The courier gets away. No, the courier does go down finally. And there's Disruptor throwing out the ult on top of everybody. Everybody's taking damage. And here comes Sand King doing a lot of damage to everybody. He gets a kill on top of Spin. Spin goes down a little bit too fast when he has that Master Madness on. And the fight continues. 2 people down on both sides. Sand King will be going down, followed by whoever that was. I didn't see who that was. And now Disruptor's gonna, or Shadow Demon's gonna disrupt that Drummer to make sure he's disrupt that. Crap, what is his name? Disrupt that Phantom Assassin to make sure he gets away alive. He's gonna juke, bomb, and weave all he can. Definitely having a mechanism would have helped him out a lot. He was still able to make it out alive. I'll give him that. But still, he might actually lose his life if these guys decide to go up high ground. And the best thing for him to do right now is just run, let this tower go. Maybe fortify. Yeah, I was about to say maybe fortify if they had to.
Radiant structures now. Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Meanwhile, Dire's high ground tower is getting attacked. As you heard the Bastion guy saying, he's getting the business.
Dire structures right now.
So Phantom Assassin and Sniper could just definitely go for that tower if they guys really want to. They do a lot of damage between the two of them. They can clear out this wave pretty darn fast. Probably in the next 10 seconds they can get this tower. And boom, next 10 seconds, I got the tower. Now they're going to go ahead and back out. Very smart on them. Sniper needs to start backing up. Sniper still has tangos. I don't agree with that. Right now, his gold is at 2,354. If your gold is that high, just go ahead and build yourself a Perseverance for a regen. Just build something for regeneration. Build something for sustainability. Build a Helmet of Dominator. Okay, don't build a Helmet of Dominator. The reason why you don't want to build a Helmet down there because, like I said, unique attack modifiers don't stack with each other. Desolator is unique. Desolator is a unique attack modifier, and so is Lifesteal, and those two don't mix well. But the Scotty does mix well with the Lifesteal. That's what I was trying to say. And Sniper's trying to wait for his item. What is he going to get rid of to get it? I don't know, but he still needs a recipe if he doesn't know that already. Okay, he's going to go ahead and sell his tangos and buy that Demon Edge. So he's getting ready to build his own Desolator so he can do a lot of damage. And Sven is in a little bit of trouble. Sven's trying to build himself a BKB. A very late choice by him at this point, to be honest. It might be more worth his time to just go ahead and build a blade mail, so these guys can just kill themselves whenever they attack him. Because I'm pretty sure Sniper can't take all that damage. Sniper can take no damage at all. He can only take 1,176 damage, and if he's hitting for, what was that? Oh my god, he's hitting for 260. He'll kill himself in 4 shots or something like that. So blade mail would definitely be a really nice item to have on Sven, or just anybody, to be honest. Let PA kill herself. Let Sniper kill themselves. Same thing with PA. PA will pretty much kill herself in a few seconds. PA did build herself a gym. She's pretty annoyed that Joe Ranger keeps running away. And these guys are gonna go ahead and smoke up and run towards anybody and see who they can catch. Silencer did break his invisibility, so did Sniper. So maybe they did see it, I don't know. Dire's Curry did respond, and now these guys are in a little bit of a bad spot. Shadow Demon will be the first one. No, Spin will be the first casualty, and now Doomberry's coming in the corner. There's a lot of damage being done by the PA. PA hit so hard, and they're trying to go for the somebody, you know. They're not able to go for anybody. Everybody stays alive so far on the Dire side. 3 people go down on the Radiant side. And now these guys will just be turtling. Their middle tower is gone, so these racks are for the taking. And Phantom has 1 crit. That was so high crit. Such a high crit. It's a little bit crazy. Anyway, Sand King built himself a blade mail, so he's gonna have that delivered. No, Sniper's having something delivered to him. That's probably that Desolator recipe. Oh yeah, it's a Desolator recipe. Or Daedalus. Jesus, Daedalus recipe. He already has a Desolator. So Sniper's trying to hit as hard as he possibly can. And Phantom Assassin, on the other hand, is just gonna go ahead and kill his tower. Why not? This game is pretty much, they can pretty much push right now and just win. All Shadow Demon can do is stand back and do whatever he's doing. Just throw as many Shadow Poisons as he can. He's going to continuously proc it. If you're ever playing Shadow Demon, please don't do that. Your Shadow Poison does a lot more damage when you wait for the stacks to go up and then proc it. And there's 2 crits, or sorry, 1 crit killing the Shadow Demon. Flat out. But anyway, definitely for Shadow Demon, as far as the critique for Shadow Demon, just know how to take advantage of your ability. Shadow Poison, it does more damage when it gets 4 stacks, and it does additional 50 damage per other stack. So you can do more damage at one time if you just let it stack up. But anyway, and there's a PA throwing out a very unfriendly, bad mannered comment. So anyway, this game was sent in by the Phantom Assassin, which is kind of, I don't know, I don't really know how to say it. It was sent in by the Phantom Assassin. Aside from that very last comment, I was pretty much on your side, but that last comment kind of made me sad and a little bit disappointed. Definitely, please try to conduct yourself in better mannerism when you're playing Dota. One of the biggest complaints I have with the Dota community personally is that a lot of people hate the Dota. Or sorry, one personal thing I have to say about the Dota community is that a lot of people see the Dota community itself as a place where people just hate on you, say bad things, and if you're new to the game, they're very unwelcoming, basically. So saying things like, we don't like your kind around here, even though you might have been saying it out of a joke, I understand you're saying it out of a joke, but please avoid doing that at all. Just try to be as well-mannered as you possibly can. I understand frustration does happen. We do say things, we do get angry, we do start raging sometimes, but try to keep it under control. Especially when you're in that, when you're trying to get to that middle level, you guys are still learning. The reason why I'm saying you guys are still learning because I saw some things that kind of indicate you guys are still learning. Like I saw boots first. Please don't go boots first. I also saw tangos and tangos and healing salves in the 40-minute mark. Please don't do that, especially if you have so much gold. Sniper is a perfect example. Sniper had. I forgot how much he had. He had about 2,500 gold, and he's still buying healing cells. Why would you buy healing cells when you can just go ahead and buy yourself some sustainable regeneration? So definitely look. 2 things. Definitely buy yourself regeneration, not healing cell regeneration, but sustainable regeneration. And when I say sustainable regeneration, I mean like buy yourself that ring of health. Buy yourself a pipe if you really want to. Okay, that'd be a little weird. I mean, you don't have to buy a pipe, but a pipe is one of the items that give you the single most regeneration from a single item. I know that because I was playing with numbers and stuff. But anyway, so look at that, 11 HP regeneration, and now Batrider doesn't have to worry about regeneration at all because he has 11 HP regeneration plus this additional 6 HP regeneration. So that's 17 HP regeneration that he's getting for just standing still. I mean, he doesn't have to stand still. He doesn't have to play the game anymore. He'll just get regen for free. So that's pretty much all the healing cells and clarity potions he needed. All he had to do was just buy one item that I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. It is a little bit expensive to build those items, but still, you just build that one item one time, and it pays for itself as the game goes on. But anyway, all that aside, mannerism, please, guys, seriously, please have better manners. Like I said, this game was hinted by the PA, so I'm saying this directly to you. That last comment, I do not agree with. I would hate to see. I would hate to see what happened if you had a very frustrating game and you just really wanted to just let out some rage. Please try to keep those comments to a minimum. You only said it once, so I guess me badgering you about it is not really all that big of a deal. But I personally do feel that the more I complain about it now, like when it's not a big problem, then the more you guys see how serious I am about it when it does become a huge problem. Like I said, the Dota community, I personally want the Dota community to grow. I want more people to come and play. I want more people to feel welcome, and those comments like that are making people kind of feel bad and sad about how they played. But anyway, moving on to item choices, because I don't think there's really anything else that I can really talk about. As far as item choices go, Shadow Demon, please build that mechanism for your team. Help your team stay alive. It also help you stay alive and give you some regen. Right now you have 0 HP regen as far as your items go. And unless you were buying healing salves and clarity potions and tangos, which I don't agree with, as always, you weren't getting any of that at all, so you had to pretty much go in for an engagement and then you had to run back home, and then go in for another engagement and run back home. And every time you're running back home, you're doing three things are happening. 1, you're not getting gold. 2, you're not getting experience. And 3, if there is a potential big team fight breaking out, you're not going to be contributing to your team. You're not going to be throwing out your disruptions. You're not going to be throwing out your purges. You're not going to be doing anything to help your team out except for not dying, which is the only benefit your team really gets, because you ran back to your base, so you weren't able to be attacked by the enemy. So you get my point on that. So moving on to Joe Ranger. Please don't go boots first. Please don't go boots first, and please do not go boots first. I'm gonna say it's a sniper as well. I think I saw a sniper. Was it sniper or was it? I don't know. Whoever else it was, please do not go boots first. Boots are relatively bad to go first, mainly because it costs 450 gold and it gives you 50 movement speed. And 450 gold is a big investment, especially early on when your starting gold is only 403 gold. I'm actually going to do a quick number real quick because I actually want to figure this out. Because I think it would be cool if I actually figured this out. So let's see. You start with 303 gold, or sorry, 603 gold. I'm going to write this down as well. Alright, so you start with 603 gold, and 450 gold is how much of your starting gold? Let's see. So 450 divided by 603. So that is 75% of your gold is going towards 50 movement speed, and that's totally not worth it. That 75% of your gold could have went towards, oh gosh. So that's my cell phone alarm. That's 75% of your gold could have went towards some form of regen, some form of stats, some form of wards for your team so they can have vision. That 75% could have been used more efficiently. 450 gold is a lot to drop on boots first, especially if you're going mid where you're probably, well, okay, your range, but if, let's just say for instance, in a theoretical world that you were a melee hero, you would definitely need some regen, and I'm pretty sure you guys know why, because if you try to go for a last hit and there's a ranged person on the other side, they're going to be hitting you while you're trying to get your last hits. It's going to be annoying. You're going to be losing HP. You're probably going to have to go back to base to heal up, and instead of doing that, you can just eat yourself a tree and call it a day. So definitely spend that 75%. That's actually a huge percentage, because 450 gold is about 70% of 603. You guys can do the math if you want. Just basically take 450 and divide it by 603, and you get 74.6%. So that's a huge percentage to drop on a single set of boots that only give you 50 movement speed and do not give you anything else. And actually, to push that point even further, let's see how many iron branches, because iron branches are the most stat efficient item in the game. I'm not going to spend I'm not going to spend a lot of time right now explaining why it's the most stat efficient item in the game. Just know it is. I will go into detail on that sooner or later. I think I did before, but I don't know. So you can buy 11.4 branches. Okay, cool. Let's just assume purely theoretically that you can buy 11 branches and they can all fit in your inventory, which they can't. But I mean, I understand they can't. But let's just assume theoretically that they can. So it's 11 times 3, because each iron branch gives you 3 stashes. That's 33 stats you're getting. So how many stats is that per gold? Let's see. So stats per gold. So 33 divided by 603. I think I did that right. Nope, I did it backwards. So 603 divided by 33. There you go. So you're paying wait, no. What? 18. You're paying 18 point. So okay, I see. You're paying 18.3 gold per stat when you get the iron branches. So that's 18.3 gold per stat. So for every stat, you're spending how much percentage of your gold? Let's go ahead and since we're doing percentages, and this is actually whirling a little bit out of control. Let's see, 603. All right. Nope, I did it backwards. Wait, no, I did that right. Did I do that right? Times 100. Yeah, okay. So anyway, the number I just came out to was 3.03%. So that's 3% of your starting gold that you're spending for one stat and one stat only. And actually, I really don't want to, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this because okay. I'm gonna go into a little bit more detail on why Iron Branch is the most stat efficient item in the game. So let's take a Gauntlet of Strength that costs 105 or 150 gold. So we got 150 gold, cool, and it gives you 3 stats. It gives you 3 of 1 stat, also, or depending on whatever item you get. So 150 is how much percentage of your starting gold? Since we're doing percentages, 24. Wow, really? Yep. As you guys can obviously hear, I'm actually learning things here. So 24.9% of your gold is going towards that one Gauntlet of Strength or that one, whatever you call it. And once again, sorry to the players. I'm not actually critiquing you guys just yet. I'll definitely get to you guys. I'll try to make it as brief as possible. But I want to go through these numbers real quick since I'm already halfway through. So that's 24% of your goal for 3 stats. So 24% divided by 3. So 24.9. That's actually 25%. Divided by 3 is equal to 8.3. All right. So put that in perspective. With the Iron Branches, you're spending 3% of your gold for 1 stat, and with the Gauntlet of Strength, the Mantle of Intelligence, is it Mantle of Intelligence? I can't remember. The Gauntlet of Strength, the Mantle of Intelligence, or the Slippers of Agility, the 150 gold item. With each one of those, you're spending $8.03, or sorry, $8.30 for 1 stat. Sorry, hold on. Let me take it back. You're spending 8.3% of your starting gold for 1 stat. That's what I'm trying to say. So to put those numbers into comparison, because you guys don't have any visual, I'll say it all out in the line. Let's see. So for 1 Iron Branch, no, okay. When you're buying Iron Branches, all right. So when you're buying Iron Branches, you're spending 3% of your gold for 1 stat. Okay. Now, when you're buying the Gauntlet of Strength, the Mantle of Intelligence, or the Slippers of Agility, you're spending 8.3% of your gold for 1 stat. That is not an efficient use of your gold, and that is why Iron Branches are the most stat efficient item in the game. Now, I could compare it to more items, but that'll take a long time, and I really want to go ahead and just start critiquing these guys on what they built. So I think I'm on, who am I on? I'm on Draw Range right now. Yeah, I was saying don't start boots first. Please don't start boots first. Build some form of regen. And as far as your positioning goes, your positioning was not really all that ideal. You were a little bit more aggressive than you should have been, mainly because you had a Shadow Blade. I understand, yeah, Shadow Blade, you can go invisible and nobody can hit you, but all they had to do is have 1 piece of detection, and Disruptor was on top of that. Disruptor had all the detection that he needed, and then there was a gem late game, or extremely late game, by that Phantom Assassin, so you pretty much had nowhere to run. Just be extremely careful how you play with your invisibility, because if you're continuously running around with a Shadow Blade, just just showing up in the middle of nowhere, like as soon as you go missing, you show up somewhere where somebody was alone and you're trying to kill them with the Shadow Blade, they will start to catch on and they'll start to get used to it, and people can actually start setting up or start baiting you out to kill you. So basically, they'll send a support down bottom and they'll hide everybody else around the trees near them, and they'll say, okay, so Joe Range is going to run in here with the Shadow Blade and try to kill my support, so we're all going to stay in these trees and wait for it to come up, and as soon as you come in, like you Shadow Blade in all boss like, and then throw your silence on top of the support, start trying to kill the support, and then next thing you know, there's 4 more people showing up and they're going to kill you. Because 1, your Shadow Blade's on cooldown, and 2, if you get or if you get chain stun, you're not going anywhere, so you're gonna die pretty easily. So definitely be extremely careful on how you use your invisibility. I know invisibility lets you run away from people. It makes you feel cool because nobody can hit you anymore, and also gives you extra bonus damage whenever you come out of it. But still be careful, even if things are going well for you, because you can still get caught out. And detection is I mean, it's not that hard to get detection. So definitely be more careful about that. As far as your, like I said about your positioning, you're playing a little bit more aggressive because of that Shadow Blade. Just basically play a little bit more safe and get those bigger items so that way you can kill people in, like, instead of trying to kill people in 3 shots, which I think is what you were trying to do, try to kill people in 2 shots. So that I mean, it sounds a little weird, but basically what I'm trying to say is just get a little bit more farm before I start being that aggressive, especially as a Jordan Ranger, because Jordan Ranger can just deal out the damage like crazy, and all she had to do is get a few levels and maybe one big item, and she's hitting like a truck. So be a little bit more patient with your farm. Just go ahead and go into the jungle, farm for like maybe 5 minutes, and then come out, see if you can kill somebody. And then if you don't like how you're feeling right now, go back in the jungle, farm for another 5 minutes, and come back out. Keep doing that. And because you have the Shadow Blade, you can definitely do that. You can definitely jump in and out. But anyway, that's pretty much all I'll say on that. Moving on to Doombringer. Doombringer. As far as your play goes, you doomed people at probably the wrong times. Your doom was always on cooldown. Like your doom was not off cooldown at the right time. And whenever it was, you either used it too late or you used it too late. But no, you used it too late or used it on the wrong person. One perfect example of that, of you using it a little bit too late. One perfect example of you having it on cooldown was the gank you guys were going on for top, where you just got super aggressive and tried to go for, I think it was Disruptor in the jungle. You basically ran into the jungle trying to chase a Disruptor. I'm pretty sure if you would have had your ulti off of cooldown, your ulti was still on cooldown for about another 30 seconds. I think the cooldown was only 90 seconds, so a minute ago you used it on somebody. I'm not sure if you got a kill for it or not. But long story short, if you would have had your Doom off of cooldown, you guys might have been able to survive that fight and maybe get more kills than just a Disruptor, as opposed to losing your lives and only getting a kill on Disruptor. So definitely be a little bit more patient. Try to play more to your ulti as opposed to just running in because you think you can get the kill off of a few auto attacks. By all means, I'm not discouraging you to try to go in and get the last hit on somebody if you definitely know you can go get it. I'm just saying be a little bit more cautious. Just same thing I said with Jordan. Just be a little bit more cautious about your positioning, and when you decide to go in, you got to make sure those cooldowns match up. If you had, like I say, like I keep saying, if your Doom was off cooldown, you guys would have won a lot of team fights. But your Doom was always off cooldown, or always on cooldown. So I forgot what my other point was about you, but let's just leave it at that. As far as your item choices go, you built a Radiance. Your Radiance was extremely late. 30-minute Radiance is not ideal at all. Basically, the sooner you have Radiance, the better it is, mainly because when you have that 15-minute Radiance, people don't really have all those big HP items. They don't have all that magic resistance. They don't have all that stuff yet. So your Radiance will be more effective because that 45 damage is significant early game because, 1, people don't have a lot of HP, and 2, like I said, people don't have any regen. People don't have that much, 3. So 2, people don't have that much regen, and 3, people don't have that much magic resistance. Anyway, moving on to Sven. You built glass cannon style. It works sometimes, it doesn't work sometimes. So as far as how you decided to build things, I think you got caught out a lot, especially in your top lane. You guys lost your lane pretty darn hard. I honestly think you guys should have switched, or like you and Doombringer should have switched lanes, because you need the farm a little bit more than Doombringer needed the farm. Because Doombringer with a Radiance is cool and all, but you with a BKB Daedalus Mask of Madness, and whatever else is Satanic. You with all 3 of those, actually no, that would be a little weird. Why would you have a Satanic if you have a... Anyway, you with bigger items. Basically what I'm trying to say, the farm, having the farm on you as opposed to having the farm on Doombringer would be much more useful for your team. Although a carry Doombringer is still something to worry about, but you carry harder than Doombringer. So putting you in the safe lane, I think, would have been much more beneficial for your team, and sending Doombringer somewhere else, like in the jungle, maybe up top lane. I don't know. Send him somewhere else. Just pretty much putting you in the safe situation to farm would definitely help your team out a lot more. So that's pretty much all I'll say about that. Moving on to Battle Rider. Not really much to say. I mean, you were just trying to survive. You were trying to pull your people out when you could. You just got caught out a lot. So positioning is another thing. And whenever I make a critique of positioning as a thing, basically it's just if you see nobody on the mini map at all, and you're in the middle, you're in the middle lane, and you're trying to push the lane back towards their tower, you should probably run, because there's nobody. You don't know where anybody is on the map. So you don't know if they're behind you. You don't know if they're in front of you. You don't know if they're coming to kill you. You don't know if they're coming to kill your base. You don't know where they are. So if you get into those situations, specifically when you see nobody on the map and you don't know what's going on, you should just like back up a little bit and say, hey guys, everybody's missing. We need to be careful. That's one of the biggest things about positioning I always talk about. Or sorry, that's one of the biggest things about positioning that I'm always implying when I say your positioning was bad. Basically, you were probably out like towards something like farming up a wave or something, and there was 3 people missing on the minimap, and you like. I'm pretty sure it didn't run through your mind at all. Hey, there's 3 people missing on the minimap. They might be coming to kill me, which because I'm all the way out here with no tower near me, farming a creep wave. So definitely be more aware, I guess, of your surroundings. Really, that's really my only critique I can throw at you. But you did build a pipe. You did build the Vanguard. You did build the arcane boots. Everything you built made sense. You did start with boots first, which I don't agree with. Even if you're going to be aggressive with the Firefly, don't go for boots first. Because you can be aggressive as crap with the Firefly. All you really have to do is just run around them, and then activate Firefly, and then just stay in front of them for the whole time. I mean, it's not really all that difficult. You don't need that additional 50 movement speed to be aggressive with Firefly. So moving on to Silencer. Silencer, as far as you go, I don't really remember anything. I'm just gonna say maybe positioning. I don't know. That's kind of like a global thing for everybody. Just positioning. Yeah, that's really all I can say about you. Like I said, I don't really remember anything that you did that bothered me or anything. So I'm just leave it at that. Moving to Sniper. Oh god, the thing that really bothered me is you had so much gold in your bank account, and you built a Desolator and all this stuff. You built all these big items, but you have 0 form of regen. Build yourself. I don't know. Build something for regen. I really want to say build yourself a helmet and a Dominator, but you have a Desolator and a Millionaire, so building a helmet and Dominator wouldn't be the best of things for you to have, because that's a unique attack modifier and so is everything else, and I wasn't that long talk in the game about unique attack modifiers. So I don't know, find some source of regen and build it. That's all I'm really trying to say, especially before you get those bigger items. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, sure, go ahead and go for that Desolator first, and then build yourself some regen. Like, maybe go for a Desolator and then build some form of regen, like just build a Naked Perseverance and call it a day. And then build a Millionaire, and then build your Desolator. So that way, in between fights, in between those big fights when you have like those great escapes where you just barely get away, you don't really have to go all the way back to base or buy yourself 20 healing cells. You can just hang out around there for like 10 seconds and then run back into the fight, because your HP regeneration, your mana regeneration is helping you out. So that's pretty much all I really say about you. Moving to Sand King. You waited for like a long time to get that Blink Dagger. You finally got it. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. And I'll give you the mic back in a few seconds. But I think Beyonce had one of the best videos. No, it's not. But pretty much, long story short, things weren't not going good for you. You were getting killed a lot, and your gold wasn't all that impressive at the moment. I personally think you should have transitioned into like from trying to tunnel vision to that Blink Dagger to definitely go for something else, like maybe a mechanism, maybe a pipe, maybe something else to make yourself more survivable, and then go for that Blink Dagger. Because at the end of the day, a Blink Dagger, all it really does is just makes you travel pretty darn far at a pretty fast rate. Every, was it 15 seconds, 16 seconds? I don't know, I can check it. 14 seconds. So that's really all it does, as opposed to a mechanism, which gives you passive mana or passive HP regeneration, gives you armor, it gives you a burst HP regeneration, or as opposed to a pipe, which gives you a lot of HP regeneration, it gives you magic resistance. It basically gives you survivability, whereas a Blink Dagger just gives you movement, mobility, and all that stuff. So it's kind of a toss-off, but all in all, I think things were going bad for you. I think you should have went for some other item besides the Blink Dagger, but at the end of the day, it did work out for you, because your team was actually in a really good position, so it didn't really matter. You could have probably built a Dagon, and you guys still would have won. Your ultis were really on point, so really good timing on your ultis and all that stuff. And that's really, regeneration. Build some form of regeneration, please. Especially if you're trying to rush that Blink Dagger. I think that's the main reason why I was trying to say that. If you're dying that much and you're still buying healing cells, there's an issue there. Buy some form of regen. Buy like maybe buy some tranquil boots. I don't know. I'm not too sure how much I agree or how much I'm on board with having 2 sets of boots, but maybe tranquil boots and arcane boots for regen. I don't know, some form of regen. That's all I'm trying to say. So before you get that Blink Dagger, because Blink Dagger is a heavy investment. It costs 2,550 gold, I think. No, darn, I was off. Okay, 2,150 gold, which is still pretty darn expensive. That's like half of your Aghanim Scepter that you build. So definitely be wary of that. Definitely be more open to other options as opposed to going straight for Blink Dagger. Because at the end of the day, Sand King is not just a blinking ulti. Sand King is also a big, huge teamfight stun. He's also a big, huge... Well, okay, yeah, he's just a big, huge teamfight stun. And a blinking ulti. So he has, instead of just one option, which is what you were trying to play for, he has another option, which is stun. So take advantage of that. Anyway, moving on to Phantom Assassin. This game was sent in by you. Very well played on your part. I think I already did my rant on manners. Please have a little bit better manners, especially towards the end of the game when everybody's a little bit frustrated because something bad happened, or maybe they got caught on one team fight, so they're kind of kicking themselves because this happened. Don't make things worse. Don't say things like, "I don't like your kind around here." Please don't do that. That just puts like a giant tarnish on their experience in Dota. And then when they go back, and then when they go play another game, like maybe say they go play Awesome Knots or something, because that's a really fun game. I was also actually playing that before I started casting. Or sorry, before I started casting today. But whenever they go to that game and somebody asks them, "Hey, how's Dota 2?" And they'll be like, "Hey, Dota 2 is crap, man. Every time I play it, these guys always say bad things to me. I may do a little bit bad, and I'm still trying to learn this game, but they're always mean to me and all that stuff." So it just basically makes their experience bad, which in turn makes their referrals or how they think of the game bad, which whenever they talk about or talk to somebody about the game, they say bad things about the game, which makes the game overall bad. Which makes the community overall look bad. So definitely be more wary about what you say and when you say it, especially at the end of the game when everybody's frustrated. Like, it's like, "Oh my god, I couldn't do any damage. That Phantom Assassin was so annoying." Phantom Assassin was like, "Oh my god, she's doing so much damage, this, that, and the other. I couldn't survive whenever she attacked me," and blah blah blah. And then you come at the end of the game saying, "Hey, you suck at this game." I mean, that just makes people go off. It just makes people go angry. I think when I first started playing Dota, I actually almost quit playing Dota because I think I was playing in a match. I don't remember what happened. But long story short, somebody was talking trash the whole entire time, and I'm like, "Bro, I'm still trying to learn. What the heck, man? What the heck? Yeah, I came from League of Legends. What do you care? What do you really care that I came from League of Legends? I'm still trying to learn this game. Leave me alone. Just let me play. Just play the game and shut up." So that's also another side thing. I did come from League of Legends. Really fun game. I love that game. It got me introduced to MOBAs, but I have not gone back since I played Dota 4 months ago. So. So really fun game. Anyway, moving on. Enough distractions. You built MKB, cool. You could have spent your gold on something else, I think. Maybe go ahead and go for a Daedalus. Why not? But at MKB, as far as MKBs go, nobody really had invasion. There was really no big reason for you to go for that. I mean, yeah, it gives you damage, but maybe a Desolator instead. Something else besides MKB. I personally think MKB is only for when you, one, have that much farm and you just want to buy something, or two, there's somebody with evasion on the other side. Nobody has evasion on the other side, and you built the MKB relatively early. Like, you built your MKB before you built your BKB. So I definitely think that was a little bit of well, I mean, it's probably a thing of preference, of course. It's definitely a thing of preference, but I think you might have wanted to switch those two item choices around, because BKB would have definitely been more useful than a MKB. Although MKB does give you some nice damage, yeah, and it does help you out whenever you do crit. Your BKB helps you stay alive for those team fights so you can crit. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, moving on to Disruptor. Disruptor, you were playing support role. You were getting killed left and right. Pretty much a big team fight broke out and you were the only one that died. That was pretty funny. You did play your role well. You were buying the wars for your team. I highly commend you on that. You did build a mechanism for your team. I highly commend you on that. And you also build the arcane boots so you can keep your mana up. That's what you do. So, like I think I said a few times, usually I don't complain too much when I see a support that built a mechanism, especially in a mid-level game, mid-ish level game. You guys aren't necessarily new to Dota. You guys are just like getting to a level, like I said, just getting more familiar with the game, learning about the more in-depth mechanics that nobody really cares about, but me apparently. So, not really much to say or critique about you. I mean, you were just Disruptor. Disruptor doesn't have much HP, so if you do get caught out like just a teeny bit, you will die. But you were able to throw out all your abilities. For all I understood, from all I saw, you were able to throw out all your abilities, and they did help out immensely in the team fight. So definitely good on you. Anyway, So that's pretty much all I'll say on this cast. This cast has been, oh god, okay, I went over an hour again, sorry. My name is Cool Blues, but you guys, a viewer replay cast is viewer replay cast number 14. It was sent in once again by the, by the Phantom Assassin. So big shout out to you, Cinder, and thank you for sending this game. It was an enjoyable game to watch, and cool, it's bedtime, sweet. Alright, I'll see you guys whenever.